Hello, welcome to this cozy little corner of the internet where we are going to give you an overview of AI and, in particular, LLMs, large language models, that you can use to be fuel for your nonprofit. The idea of this short video is to give you a sense at a high level of what LLMs are all about, like ChatGPT, and how you can use them. So, ChatGPT is one of the very popular large language models. It was released in 2022 and has literally been adopted faster than any other technology in really the history of any technological releases. There's other incredible large language models out there too, like Claude and Gemini, which you see every time you run a Google search. But we're going to focus on ChatGPT because I think it's actually the most tunable and tailorable and quickly usable for the applications that I think nonprofits have. And before we get into an actual demo of how it works, I'd love to just give you a sense of what a large language model is. It is a computer essentially that has all of the text that's ever been written and stored and available on the internet, and in a sophisticated programming capability that has an analysis, coding, designing, graphics, you name it, capabilities with access to that extraordinary knowledge base. And the cool thing about it is that it's extremely intuitive to use. So engaging with it is really just a matter of asking it questions in natural language. And it can do just about anything you can think of as long as you ask it in the right ways. So we'll explore a lot more about that as we go. But let's take a first look. Let me just orient you to what you see. So, first of all, if you're setting up your account, all you have to do is go to chatgpt.com. It's a really intuitive process to sign in for the first time. And what you can see is on the left, you can start a new chat, you can search chats, projects, which we're going to spend quite a bit of time on in the course because I think these are extremely powerful to use. Chats, which is just a history of one off discussions and asks that we have going. And so let me dive in by asking it a question. And I'm going to ask a question that's really designed to show you two things. One, how simple it is to get going, but two, how you can use ChatGPT to help you learn how to use it. And this is true of all large language models. So I won't make you watch me type. I have this pre stored already. But what are the five best tips for a beginner? So here we go. It is saying be clear and specific. This is really important because large language models, especially ChatGPT's latest model, is very specific. And so, the more that you can tell it exactly what you're trying to get out of it, the better. You can tell it who it is or what it is, and this helps narrow the field of, is it going to be like a scientist for you? Is it going to be an ambassador? Is it going to be a donor relations manager? The more you can give it a role, the more it will narrow in. And you can even say the name of a specific famous salesperson or architect or in a style that you want. So it's really important to think about that. Um, if you can, take your big asks and break them into small steps. So, one of the things that I really like to do is first ask it, how would you do this? And when it does that first, it takes a moment to think about how it would do this thing. Usually, then the next steps follow smoothly, and I can use that outline as a guide. The use iteration to improve. This is really a cool thing. You can say, that's good, but make it conversational. You can also say, that's good, but what would you do to make it better? And then ask it to do that. So um, let's try that. All right. So now it's giving me some other examples. And one of my favorite things to do is to say, if I wanted this prompt, what should I have asked? Cool. Sometimes then it'll give me a nice little prompt that I can copy paste. So I can even ask it for that. There it is. That's how you get going. And let me show you a couple other things is that when you're operating in ChatGPT, you get all of these different requests, and ChatGPT is changing all of the time. So these literally in a month from now, when I do this video again, you're going to see that these options have changed. But deep research is essentially a really deep dive in research. You can see I get a limited number of those. Even with my paid account, I get 25 per month, and they take 5-10 minutes, but they go deep into research in the internet. They cite sources. It's really like getting a pretty sophisticated research analyst behind you. There's create an image, and this is where you can do graphic design and really anything that you can describe and imagine with the help of ChatGPT. You can draw. Agent mode is where it really does things for you. I won't go into depth in this in the course because this is a pretty advanced feature. We'll talk about adding sources in the class too, and really get into how these are basically your hookups into other tools like your Google Drive, your Gmail, your calendar. And this can add a tremendous amount of tailoring and specificity to the queries that you do. So more in the class, and we'll see you there.